Hello, welcome to the Power Talk Show. The Power Talk Show is all about enhancing your communication skills. And this is a wonderful show. Through this Power Talk Show, each participant gets a wonderful chance to exhibit their talent. And they can unleash their creativity, spontaneity, and how extempore they are, and how beautifully they can present themselves with a good voice modulation. And another one thing is, this is the first of its kind in the television industry where a single show which has especially focusing on communication skills, because this is extempore and which is unprepared and unrehearsed. Here we have the rules and regulations for this. We have 3 rounds. The first round is called alpha round. In the alpha round, you have to choose a alphabet and we will be giving you a subject basing upon that alphabet. In case if you choose S, I may talk about science, or S means I may talk about San Francisco, anything. So you need to start with that. And the second round is subject specific. You can choose any subject like science, social, general knowledge. So I will be giving a topic from that science or a social. The third round is called Antyakshari. So I give a topic and the speaker continues, and the last word of that speaker will be the first word for the next speaker. So these are the 3 rounds which you have. In each round, the participant gets 10 marks. So we have judges with us. One, Mr. B.V. Nagesh is a very prominent psychologist and also a personal skills coach. And we have Mrs. Sri Chandana, who is also a personal coach and language expert, and Director Icon HRD. They'll be judging you on those 10 marks. So this is about these rules and regulations. I appreciate all these brilliant students from different schools. Okay, Shweta from Jain Heritage, Aarti from DAV Public School, Rohit Varanasi from Sister Nivedita School, and Pratiksha Ukil from Sister Nivedita School, Lakshmi P from DAV Public School, Afreen from Jain Heritage, a Cambridge School. So these best students are going to take this challenge and want to prove their strength. The first round is alpha round. I'll come with Pratiksha. Choose an alphabet.
C.
C. Okay. Caroms.
Well, caroms is a very famous sport in India as well as the whole world. Well, it has a board. It's a board game, and few coins are used with a striker. The striker is a main part of the game carom. Everybody at least once must have played caroms in their life, carom board. It's a very common game, and you have to hit as many coins into the 4 holes which are placed in the corners of the board. Like the winner always has the most number of coins, and of course not to forget the queen. There is a red colored coin in caroms which has the highest value. It has what I play, it has 5 rupees. It has 5 rupees value, and for getting the queen you have to hit it into a hole, and then after that you have to also hit another coin into a hole. So
next choice to Lakshmi. Lakshmi, choose a alphabet.
E.
E. Okay. Ethics.
Ethics is something that is very important in our lives. Ethics, basically to define, is the way you hold yourself for in your life. It is the moral values, it is the attitude, it is the character, it is everything that defines you as a person. Ethics is something that is very important in our day-to-day life, because a person without ethics cannot move forward in his life. Ethics is something that is a very main ingredient of our life, without which we can't move forward. Ethics can be ranging from a very small value to something very big, like a small gesture of helping somebody, or showing empathy, or having sympathy towards something, or having a helping hand towards something, or having a clear thinking. We need to have ethics. Ethics directly relates to moral values. That is how we are brought up. In what kind of environment are we brought up? What kind of values have we instilled in ourselves? What kind of values have we inculcated in ourselves and also imbibed with ourselves? And how we actually put it forward to the others.
Afreen, choose an alphabet.
M.
Magazine.
Magazines is something we read every day for day day-to-day information of what's going on around the world. Magazines is something with which we gain general knowledge or also knowledge on a particular topic in which we are interested in. Magazines there are many different magazines for different subjects like music, sports, electronics. Every single field has a different magazine for it, and a person interested in a particular subject can read that magazine to know everything about it and all the general knowledge what they need on that topic, and they can use it everywhere. Magazines is very easy and can be found everywhere. We can pick it up wherever we go, and it is a good way of passing our time, with which we can even gain knowledge, and it's not a waste of time if we use a magazine. Thank you.
Okay. Shweta, choose an alphabet.
C.
C. Cartoon.
Okay, cartoons are like, children watch them every day. Cartoons are a big part of our life. I mean, you can see, you don't need a child who doesn't watch cartoons. Cartoons is like a source of inspiration for the children. They give them a feeling of positiveness and fantasies, and they make them believe that even these crazy things, these crazy fantasies can come true someday. For example, Superman is a cartoon, but since like the day I watched Superman, I always dreamed of me becoming a superwoman or something like that. So cartoons, they're very important, because not only are they a source of entertainment, but they also inspire you to become something out of your comfort zone. It inspires you to become something more fun and more, not so serious. So it has some positiveness which helps us move forward in life.
Arti, choose an alphabet.
Yeah.
Album.
Album, okay. It's very simple. Like encyclopedia, if you refer to encyclopedia, you'll have lots of information. From your childhood memories, most of us cannot understand or think about, recollect what you have done in our childhood. A simple thing, for me, it is a photo album. You can't go back, we are not like Doraemon or somewhat like that. We have a time machine with us where you go back and see what is happening. It's very comic also if you look at it. But very simple, what tells you what you have done in the previous. And it also have lots of recollecting your memories. It is nothing but a photo album. If I look at my childhood photo album photos, it is very, I look so childish. I don't even believe my dad, who was so young and doing all those kind of mischief. It is very typical to know that you have it is not very typical, but if you tell frankly, if you have an album at your house, it will be useful for you in each and any way. Because generations to generation, you can have an album with you. You can show them like this is what you were. These are your forefathers, these are your grandparents, how they have worked hard, and look at their childhoodness. You are a replica of them. They tell, no, I am a replica of my mom. Most of them tell me the same thing because they have my photos and they know in this album what kind of am I looking like. So it helps in storing your memory, recollecting your memories.
Good. Rohit, choose an alphabet.
E, sir.
E. Okay. Electronics.
Sir, today is the age of electronics. Wherever we go, whatever we do, it's full of electronics. Today, 90% of the population cannot live without electronics because they're so addicted. Albert Einstein once said, this generation will pass on to become a generation of idiots who will be so addicted to technology that they will not have mutual interaction with others. This thought has become very true now because we are seeing everywhere. Smartphones rule the world. There are a lot. Electronics has developed since the 18th century, since Isaac Newton and all those people who have done their work into physics and electronics. Electronics are now are also used in medical fields, almost every field possible, because these electronics do not only are a source of entertainment but also help in saving lives. For example, any medical scanners.
The first round is over. The scores after the first round, Pratiksha gets an average score of 7 out of 10 and Lakshmi gets 6 out of 10. Afreen gets 6 out of 10 and Shweta gets 7 out of 10 and Aarti gets 7 out of 10 and Rohit gets 7 out of 10. Okay, all the best to you for the next round. Let's take a break before going to the second round. Welcome back to the Power Talk. Rohit, choose a subject.
Science.
Science. Okay. Talk about bacteria.
According to Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, says that life on Earth evolved from bacteria, and it has been evolving stage by stage until it has evolved into the human beings who stand before you. Bacteria are so resilient to nature that they can survive in almost any kind of environment, any extreme environment that may not suit any other living beings on the whole planet. Bacteria is also a cause for many diseases and many other harmful effects that are besieging the humans. That being said, it's not like bacteria has no use. Bacteria is also very helpful for the formation of curd and other things which are also essential for human life, and also we can say that bacteria is
Aarti, choose a subject. Social studies. Okay. Democracy.
Okay. Simply means a democracy. It means it is for the people and by the people. What we have done to our country. So we can also tell that the president of our country is also known as the person who is among us. How do we say we are a democratic country? Apart from all the other countries, we proudly tell to that we have a democratic country. But how do we say all those? It is because we have a very good voting system. Although we vote, there are many people who have come here to rule upon us. It is not a kind of hierarchy which was done in our previous history, but it is something it is done by among the people, and it's a person representative. It is among the people, and he's doing it for us because we have taken it as a person from among us, because he was living with us and he knows what are the problems we have dealt with. So if he has some authority that he can strive for these problems, like although you are being a student now, if you all know what kind of problem do you face in your school as well as in your house and even in your society, you know what kind of problem you're facing with, and then if you know the problem what you're facing with and you're not having any authority to do any kind of work, then how will you implement the...
Okay. Shweta?
Science.
Science. Laser.
Laser helps us to calculate many things. For example, the speed, accuracy, and all the details of small objects. For instance, experimental physicists, they use lasers and shoot them into space to the moon to see the maximum time it takes to reach the moon. And also laser, like it's a very important equipment. Like microscope, it's used to observe the small details of an object. A laser is used for many things, like we can calculate the distance between objects, the speeds, and n number of things. So I think that laser is very important, and it has helped us achieve a lot of things and make a lot of discoveries and so on.
Okay, good. Afreen, choose a subject.
Science.
Science. Plant.
A plant is with which we breathe and by how we survive. If there were no plants in our environment, we wouldn't be living. A plant is the thing which gives life to the whole earth. It gives us air to breathe, and in return we give it carbon dioxide with which it evolves. A plant is very vital in our lives. And
Okay, Lakshmi, choose a subject.
Science.
Science. Pollution.
Pollution by definition means any sort of a pollutant that is present in our environment. Pollution can be of different types. It can be air pollution, water pollution, or which comes under the category of environmental pollution. Pollution, speaking about air pollution can be caused due to the presence of toxins like NO2, SO2, carbon dioxide or methane, which also leads to global warming. Coming to water pollution is basically caused due to the pollution of the river water by different means such as washing clothes there or sending of acids from the industries that pollute the water. Pollution is very harmful for the environment in many ways. Firstly, as stated, it can lead to global warming as a whole, and even the ozone layer depletion is one of the important consequences of pollution of the earth. Global warming.
Pratiksha, choose a subject.
Science.
Science. Okay. Talk about rainbow.
Rainbow. Well, rainbow is a very important part of science. How is a rainbow formed? It is formed when the light enters a raindrop and disperses. What is dispersion? See, the white light has 7 different colors in it. Actually not 7, there are many more if we go into depths, but I'll just go above. So the 7 different colors have different wavelengths. So when they enter a water droplet or a crystal or a different medium which has a different depth and some other factors, it divides into different colors and it forms a rainbow. So everybody likes to watch a rainbow, but who explores what's behind the rainbow? Like, how is it formed? Sometimes a rainbow is formed by other means also, like by using a prism. You all must be knowing what's a prism. It's a solid shape that is that disperses light. As I said you, what's dispersion? And in a rainbow, there are 7 different colors, which is Vibgyor.
At the end of the second round, we'll see the scores. Rohit gets 7 out of 10, and Aarti gets 6 out of 10. Shweta gets 6 out of 10. Afreen gets 5 out of 10, and Lakshmi gets 7 out of 10, and Pratiksha gets 6 out of 10. We'll take a break before going to the third round. Welcome back to the Power Talk. The third round is Antyakshari. It is different from the traditional Antyakshari. I give a word and you have to start with that. Then I'll choose a particular word. That last word will be the first word for these participants. Are you ready? Trust.
Trust is a thing that can be, like, we can call trust faith. Faith. What is faith? I mean, you believe somebody, what he or she is doing is right. From your inner conscience, you trust that person. Yes, what he is doing, I can rely on that person, because see, trust doesn't develop in a day. Like, it's not that Rome was not built in a day, but trust also takes time. Like,
Time is something that is very important, and when we speak about time, the first thing that strikes my mind is about time management. Time is not something that is in our hands, or we can save it for ourselves. Time keeps moving, and we have to move with time in accordance to succeed. If you manage time in an appropriate way, you move towards your goal.
Setting a goal is very important in life. As we move forward, we have to we have to have something to look forward to as we grow up, because having determination towards something is very important, and setting a goal is what we need to build ourselves up as a person in life.
Okay, life can be simply termed as existence, but that's a scientific definition. It does not cover all the possibilities and all the uncertainties that it possesses. When we look at the bright side, all the good things we have done, all the good things that people have done for us, then it forms a very new perspective of life.
Life is a kind of game which you don't even understand what will happen the next. You need to think a good perspective. You have to only think good. Like, something has happened to you bad. If you think you're going to only go with the bad things what you have already gone for, then you'll mentally be prepared only for the negative thoughts, and you will never go with a good one. You can, if I want to go in detail, first let me tell you, like, a coin has 2 faces, how you has already told.
Okay, a coin is a very important object in our day-to-day life. It's only made up of silver or bronze or any other metal, but it has a high value in our human lives. Coin is kind of like a trading symbol, but it's also like it has somehow like deprived the human of human values, humanity.
Okay, like this we can conclude. Now let us see that your scores after this third round. Lakshmi gets 7 out of 10, and Aarti gets 7 out of 10, and Pratiksha gets 7 out of 10, and Shweta gets 6 out of 10, and Afreen gets 5 out of 10, and Rohit gets 8 out of 10. So a consolidated marks after all the 3 rounds. Here we have Pratiksha gets 21, out of 30, Lakshmi gets 20 out of 30, Afreen gets 16 out of 30, and Shweta gets 19 out of 30, and Aarti gets 20 out of 30, and Rohit gets 22 out of 30. After 3 rounds, so the consolidated marks for Rohit Varanasi of Sister Nivedita School, he scored 22 out of 30 marks. Give him a round of applause. Congratulations to Rohit, you have done a good job. It doesn't mean that others people haven't. And I appreciate all the schools who have participated so enthusiastically, and this is the beginning, and I hope with this experience I thought you can try hard and you can really develop good skills. And friends, apart from these comments, I would like to invite the judges who are here. They are going to give you some good notes on your performance. So over to Mr. Nagesh and Mrs. Chandana.
Congratulations to all. You have done very nice. Pratiksha, your performance is very good, but you have put your hands on the table all the time. Okay, good expressions you can do. When you say big, you can show like this. Okay, make use of the hands. Lakshmi, your performance is good. I don't have any negative comments about your performance. You're good. Then Afreen, you're all the time looking at the floor. Always your eyes are focusing on the floor. You are not looking at the camera, right? So another thing, you're also not using the hands in the right way. Okay. And next, coming to Shweta, your presentation is very good, but most of the time you are putting your eyes towards the sky. Okay, and that is the only thing you have to rectify. Otherwise, wonderful. Right. Coming to Aarti, your presentation is very good. But one thing I would like to tell you, you are going very fast, and it gives me an impression as if somebody is chasing you. Okay, well, wonderful. Right. Your presentation is good. Your content is good. Wonderful. Congrats.
Pratiksha, your voice, everything is good, as sir has said. But only thing is vocabulary. You need to improve on your vocabulary. Means the right words, the terminologies. If you improve on that, you will be more effective in your speeches. Okay, Lakshmi. One thing I would like to tell you is sometimes you lost the scores because you were not using the right words. A lot of repetition was there. So that should be minimized. And sometimes vague words, something, like something, somewhere, you use those words. So because of that, the marks were minimized, right? Afreen, most of the time you were nervous. Yes, this reflected. And when you are nervous, usually you don't maintain eye contact. You don't look at others. So that's where you have to develop. Okay? Then, Shweta, you're very good with the words. But the content needs more subject kind of matter which has to be added. Right? So that's where the marks were reduced because of these things. Right? Same. An express speaker we call you as, a person who is very fast in speech and all. Now, you also have to think of your audience. You also have to think of the people who are listening to you. Right? Rohit, your pace was good. Okay? And the content, thoughtfulness with which you were speaking, the right words you were using, the terminologies and all. And that's why the maximum marks were scored by you. Right? It was nice talking to all of you. Only one thing I always say when, for general, whenever you're coming here or whenever you're speaking in front of others on a stage or anything, please ensure that you're maintaining eye contact with your audience. Next is the gestures are very important. Hands. They have to support your words. And voice modulation. Voice modulation plays a vital role. What you say, you have to feel and talk. Then you will reach your audience.
I congratulate every participant who has participated so well, and we will be having total 6 episodes, and each winner in each episodes will take part in the finals. That's in the 7th episode. In the 7th episode, the final winner of the Power Talk will be decided by the judges. Thank you.